Hey folks, Charlie Sims here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day and thank you for joining me for a speed build. And today we're going to be building, I don't know, it's like something short of a mansion. It's absolutely huge. I had a lot of fun with the exterior and then realised how big it was and I was like, oh damn it. But actually, like, as I'm doing this voiceover now, I actually started another mansion last night, so I guess I'm just like into them now, and again that's taken a while to furnish, but yeah, it's nice because I haven't done a lot of really big houses on the channel, so yeah, this ends up I think it's 6 bedroom 4 bathroom. I mean, I guess I'll count as we go, but yeah, 6 bedroom 4 bathroom. There's no footage of the bathrooms, but there is a screenshot of the bathroom at the end. Just one of the bathrooms, not all of them, but they are decorated the same. It's just some of them have baths in, some of them have showers in, and some of them have both baths and showers. I don't think there's a single half bathroom in this house. It's all just full bathrooms with showers and baths. So yeah, pretty huge. I was having a little bit of trouble with the roof. But this is basically the front of the house, and I do go off camera and kind of fix the roof, because at the moment the way I'm kind of using the roof is it's going to clip into the buildings. So if you've got a room and on the same level as your room you add a roof and the roof is taller than your room, it's gonna clip into the room if the roof goes over the room, if that makes sense. It's going to clip in to it, so you have to kind of pull your roof up until to the room, so that it's not like going through the room, and then you need to add a roof on top. So yeah, I do that, so the roof will look the same, but it won't be glitchy on the inside, with like roof pieces coming through, because that is pretty annoying. So yeah, I sort all of that out, but yeah, and sorry if you can hear any music at all. It is here in England, it is 9:15 in the morning as I'm doing this voiceover, and I live above a pub, if you didn't know, and the music's on already at 9:15, quite loud. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to do, a voiceover, or I'll never have time to do it if I like leave it. Like, I just have to start getting up at 6 and then waking the rest of the house up, so no. But yeah, soon I have actually like found a house that I like. Yay. Oh my god, it's taken absolutely ages. But yeah, I found a house that I like, so I'll be moving into that soon and then getting like a bit of a better setup, and then hopefully it'll just be easier for me to like regularly post. So yeah, that'll be good. I mean, hopefully I'll have a house soon. So if you didn't know, in England, when you accept an offer on a property, it's not like the acceptance isn't legally binding. It's not actually legally binding until the end of the process, which means it basically means that the buyer or the seller can pull out at any time, without any implications really. I mean, sure, you might have to, like, if you've already paid solicitors, then you might have to, you can't get that money back if you like pull out of a sale or anything. But yeah, apart from that, like, there's no legal implications. You can just all screw each other over. So I'm sure it will be fine. But you just don't know. You almost can't really get excited about it. It's a bit different in Scotland. That's like legally binding. I don't really know what that means. I think it means you can't get out of it, which is nice. People think about buying a bit more. You don't rush into it. But then I guess it's bad because, if you come up with financial difficulties or whatever, you can't get out of the house. It's effectively like you've already moved in, you've already started your mortgage payments. That's how final it is when you put an offer on a house in Scotland. But yeah, I mean, it's fine, but like, okay, so for example, I realise I'm not talking about the build at all. This is the outside. We're going to wallpaper it soon. And I'm just pulling some debug foliage out. Worth mentioning that this is pack restricted. Just wanted to make my builds a bit more usable. Oh god, I don't even know how many builds have been all the packs, and I can't remember the last time I did a pack restricted build. So actually, I've done this one, and then my most recent one is pack restricted as well. So this one only uses Seasons, because like the windows, and I decided to use Cottage Living as well. I don't think I've yet used Cottage Living. I think when I went to do the landscape and I was like, oh yeah, Cottage Living would be really helpful right now. And I'm really glad I ended up using a lot of stuff from Cottage Living. Yeah, really, really versatile for building. So I'm glad that I picked that one. And, so if you guys want to download this house, you will only need Cottage Living and Seasons. You probably will need those though, because I will have used a lot from them. Although that being said, I'm pretty sure when you download from the gallery, like if you download from the gallery and they use packs that you don't own, I'm pretty sure the items get substituted. Has anybody noticed that the items get substituted for different ones? I mean, not all the time, but I think that's what happens. You'll have to let me know if you know that's what happens. I wouldn't want to start like saying false information. It's just like, back in the day when I hardly had any packs, until I bought them all over lockdown. I swear, like I've downloaded some and I've hardly had any packs and it's still been furnished. So yeah, if you guys know that, I mean, I haven't actually like ever downloaded something with all the packs, had a look at it, pack restricted, used James Turner's mod to disable some packs and then downloaded it again. Might be an interesting experiment to check if that's true. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so in England, you put an offer on a house and it's accepted. That is not legally binding in England. Nothing is legally binding until you sign the contracts at the very end. That means you can get about 3 months in, either buyer seller can pull out and that's it, the whole thing collapse. And I'm not saying like necessarily you make an offer that's legally binding, you can't back out of it, but maybe a bit before the signing of the contracts. Like, my god, it's something like I looked at some stats on it recently, and it's something like 30% of all house sales fall through, and I thought, my god, I bet, like, it just seems a bit wrong to me. I like how they do it in Scotland. I mean, probably just because like I've been screwed over recently. I mean, not really, but like I made an offer on a property and then it was accepted, and then later they phoned up and basically like unaccepted my offer. They were just like, someone's given a better offer, and I was like, oh, okay. I think on the app or something, because like once you show like some details, it gets removed. It gets removed on the site, subject to contract. So like they stop people viewing the property because it's already been sold subject to contract. But I think like this was like you make offers on the app. So I guess anyone who's viewed it, which I guess was probably about 10 people, because literally that is how popular the market is right now. Like, it's absolutely booming. Like, it's been 2 years of people wanting to move and they haven't because of COVID, and now they're like, yeah, it's time to move. And that's just everyone. But yeah, it finally happened, law of averages, and hopefully everything goes through. I'm doing my bit. I mean, it's weird, like, you don't really, you don't really know if it's going to go through until the very end. Yeah, it's a weird one. It is really weird. But yeah, right now we are actually on the inside, so I decided to gate the whole of the outside, the whole of the lot, because like, this is a mansion, so I just think it should be gated. Yeah, I don't know. They tend to. The gate's pretty low, to be honest, but we don't have that many nice gates in the game, and I actually like that one, so I used that one. Oh yeah, and this is something that a bit weird that I'm doing. So I wanted like only a little bit of this to be the bar and the other bit to be some drawers. So as you can see, we've actually only got place for 2 stalls, and then the other bit is actually some drawers. And I didn't actually think this was going to work, but I feel like that goes pretty well. And yeah, we just cover up this like grey table with loads of clutter. Yeah, and I think that looks alright. It's like kind of a bespoke island that's like half an island, half storage space. I quite like it. I mean, they've got enough storage space in this kitchen. I also like, I'm really not used to working with such big spaces. This was actually like really difficult. But I thought, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just have to space things out a bit more. And I watch Kate Emerald on YouTube. I don't know, yeah, maybe you've heard of her. But yeah, like, Kate only does mansions. I don't know any other YouTubers who actually like do mansions. If you know any, please leave a recommendation in the channel, because I'm a bit addicted to speed builds. I watch them before bed, which is like really bad. But yeah, when I see Kate furnishing, she's like never really zoomed in, and I think that helps, because like, she makes mansions and she furnishes them really quickly, because she's not so, I guess, like, detail oriented, right? Because you've got so much space. And also, I think with mansions, you're not gonna have everything everywhere. You've got up teen amount of storage space. You're just not gonna have, things are gonna be more spread out. So it was really nice that I did this. And actually, I think I said this earlier, I don't know, I can't remember. I'm doing another mansion, like, as we speak. Yes, I did say that earlier. Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of building another mansion. And yeah, it's fun. Like, it takes a bit of a long time to furnish, but it's fun. And I don't know, maybe, I haven't built in a while, so maybe that's just my building style now. I don't know. I feel like people's building styles, like, they change over time. I don't know, in my opinion anyway. Soon we get a mirror for this fireplace. So yeah, it was really nice that I could use Cottage Living, because I used a load of debug items from Cottage Living. I actually end up we don't put any animals in the backyard, but we put a big farming plot, big farming plot outside, some bees, because it's seasons. Yeah, so not a load outside, but as you can see, I think these couches look really posh, and I thought that they fit in here perfectly. But yeah, this was like a bit of an awkward living room. It's not even the living room really, this is just like a little entertainment bit. I should have put oh no, I do. I put like that little thing, so that's for music. Yeah, and I guess this is just their entertaining space. I actually really should have put a bar. So that's an option if you download this. I didn't actually put a bar, I forgot. Put a bar in the other mansion that I've made. But yeah, I just always forget about bars because I just don't often put them in my home, but homes that I build. But for homes like this, I think a bar is just like a perfect kind of space filler. Because yeah, you can get some really big bars. So yeah, I think that would have really fit here. Look, I'm only just thinking about this now as I'm doing the voiceover after building it and editing it and everything. That's annoying. Yeah, just gonna add every time I deleted a wall, added a wall, did anything, the clutter from that table would remove. I don't know how many times I added it. You don't see it all. I edited a lot of it out. But yeah, like I just kept losing things, and that pot and that kettle and teapot and cups, I kept losing that as well. Yeah, I think we end up just putting an old bookcase here. Yeah, and then just adding curtains everywhere, and then I forget a fridge. Yeah, I wanted to kind of tuck this into that so it looked like a unit. I think it looks alright. And then yeah, just using some, I love this corner thing from Cottage Living. I think it looks really good. Yeah, and then I'm just changing this to be tiled. And we use the Seasons curtains as well. Not up here, I use the blinds because they're kind of like going into the counters. Yeah, and I don't like that. But yeah, this is basically the downstairs kitchen, dining, entertainment space, all open plan, which I quite liked. And then this is the living room, and they've got built-in bookcases, I imagine them to be, and then a nice traditional fireplace that I think was probably there when the house was built. So yeah, a bit more of a modern space, I guess, unless I change that coffee table soon. I don't think I do. So yeah, just a bit more relaxed than the formal like entertainment bit. I think it's nice. Just putting some clutter down. But yeah, I think the only reason that this was, I mean, not quick to furnish, but like didn't take ages, was because, you know, I pack restricted myself. And actually what I need to do is temporarily take my custom content out, because that is really making the menu quite big, because you can't really like filter out custom content. You can filter out objects in the game that aren't custom content, but you can't filter custom content out. Or can you? I mean, I can't find how to do it. It seemed that, yeah, that is really annoying. But yeah, I thought I'd put a grand piano there as well, because yeah, maybe, I don't know, some of the kids are learning piano or something. This is what I imagine was the parents' bedroom. Yeah, I haven't really like thought about the Sims that live here too much, really. I just thought, you know, kids, parents, or parent. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind, rather than any family dynamics. I think one of the bedrooms upstairs I actually change into some working space, so I think that the parents work from home, or that they've got their own business or something like that. I mean, maybe they have. I think they're pretty rich from this house. This house comes in at about 201,000, by the way, which is quite a lot. You know, if you're playing the game, not so much if you're cheating, I guess. But yeah, just trying to make like a built-in TV unit here. End up using this from Seasons as like a shelf. I think that looks nice. But yeah, it's just like a built-in unit to take up a bit of space. I like you would have seen me add some kind of walk-in wardrobes on the other side where those doors are. Those are the wardrobes. Yeah, and then I just put a mirror and a rug, and then I go into the bathroom, but you don't see that. So yeah, they've got an ensuite. Yeah, and as I said, there's about I feel like there's as many bathrooms as there is bedrooms. I know I said 4 earlier, but I feel like there's more than 4. Well, maybe there isn't. No, actually there isn't. There's 2 downstairs and there's 2 upstairs, yeah. And one of them is either an ensuite or it's just in this little bedroom quarter. So basically, there's a little. We'll see it soon. There's a little corridor that leads downstairs that leads off into the bedrooms. Because I don't really like bedrooms that have doors straight off the living room, for example. You know, I think if you're living in a mansion, you shouldn't accidentally go into somebody's bedroom. You know, it's going to be quite hard for you to find the bedrooms if you don't live here. You know, like everything should be, you know, where you expect them in terms of doors. I think, like in general, bedrooms tend to be like there's a little corridor and they're off and a bit separate from the rest of the home if they're downstairs. So yeah, I did that here as well. So there's either a bathroom off the parents' bedroom or in that little quarter. Yeah, which makes sense because you can just get up, go in the corridor, and then there's, you know, a toilet. And then there's also a toilet in the living space as well. But yeah, this is like a little, I was thinking, not twin, but like similar aged kids, yeah, who live here. There's 2 rooms that have 2 beds in, so I guess, I don't know, they're just like divvied out, I guess. You know, when the parents bought the place, where do you want to sleep? Oh, I'll sleep in here. I get on the most with this sibling. I mean, they've got like, what, 6 kids, I think. So I make 2 teenage rooms, and then I make 2 twin rooms for younger kids. So yeah, I guess that's 2 teenagers, 2 like children, preteens, something like that. But you can of course convert this office space into another bedroom if you download this. If you want the dynamics to be a bit different, you know, make any changes you like. When I download houses off the gallery, which I do sometimes if I don't want to build one and I want to play, I tend to, or like I haven't got one that like really suits the home, or I watch a speed build and I'm like, that house is gorgeous, I'm going to download that house. And yeah, like sometimes I do. I always tend to change the children's bedrooms to match the personalities of my Sims. Yeah, that's just something that I tend to do. So make any changes you like. I will not be offended. I mean, I won't know unless you tell me. That would be nice as well, to be told. Not for like controlling reasons, just because it would be nice to know that someone downloads my builds. I mean, they do. You see it. You see that your builds are downloaded. What's the most downloads I've got? I think I made a Chinese restaurant absolutely ages ago. Like, I feel like when I first started playing the game, and it's got like 219 downloads or something. I think that's my most downloaded one. And then I've done another 6-bedroom in Brindleton Bay that's been downloaded loads of times. I don't know, maybe that trumps 210. I don't know. I don't really see my gallery views. I don't really look at my gallery downloads often, to be honest. I know in total it's like 2,000 and something. Anyway, yeah, so this is where I imagine that the parents or parent works. And then I thought that they were also into painting. Just because, just trying to find some things to do, really. Like Seasons, you have the flower arranging. Cottage Living, you have all of the outdoorsy stuff, and the cross knitting. That's not what you call it. Cross stitching, which I did actually put in the living room. But I was trying to think of some other activities. As I said, we've got the bees here as well. Yeah, so this is another teenager's room, one of the kids, and I was really enjoying experimenting with colour. I think in like all the kids' rooms, really, I just love doing kids' rooms, and it's like, it's so weird. I come up with something different every time I do a kids' room, and I must have done literally loads of kids' rooms by now. And you know, I've always thought, you know, we don't have enough kids' stuff, but I mean, we must have enough kids' stuff, because there's like, I keep coming up with different and unique kids' bedrooms. Oh yeah, end up using this mural, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, because they've got some like stuffy wallpaper. And yeah, and then I cover the mural up with some other stuff, so that I've just got like a wall of colour. Yeah, really like this room. I think it's really fun. Also give them a desk, and I think we give them the Freezer Bunny guitar as well, because I always like to, when I do kids' rooms as well, I always like to think about what they like as well, because kids' rooms emulate so much like personality. I like to put lots of hobbies and things in, so yeah, like they've got a fish tank, which I never put down, never put the fish tank down, I don't know why. And they're into cross stitching and the guitar, and maybe they're studying guitar or something. Oh, and they're into makeup, and then they're into presents. There's some things that I just put down from Seasons, because I've got Seasons. I think I put a wreath downstairs in the corridor. I wasn't thinking it was any particular season. I just wanted to use a few things from Seasons, just because, you know, this pack only uses Seasons, Cottage Living and the base game, so I wanted to just like make the most of kind of all of the objects that we had in the packs, because yeah, this only uses 2 packs. But yeah, just cluttering up the kids' room a little bit. Also, like if you haven't got many packs, bb.show hidden objects is a bit of a godsend. You get all of the kind of items that you get by playing the game, but you just have them in the build catalogue. They don't normally show in the build catalogue, so you have to click Shift Command C, and then testing sheets on, and bb.show hidden objects to get those as well. But now we're on to the second teenager's bedroom, and I was actually thinking that this sim was a little bit more grown up, like maybe they're at university instead of college or school. Yeah, I was thinking that they were a little bit older, because their room is quite sophisticated. But yeah, I think I just wanted to do like a slightly older Sims room. But they have a telly in their room, they have a laptop that they use for their studies, and yeah, that's basically everything I put in this room. Also lose a little bit of footage as well, so we've lost a bit of the cluttering of the desk. We'll soon be adding a little couch to this area as well, and I was kind of thinking that maybe this sim was actually a young adult studying at uni or something, and they wanted some of their own space with like their own living room and things, so that's why I thought about doing something like this. Oh yeah, use that little cottage living corner piece again, like my favourite corner piece. I just think it looks so good. I think it would look really good in a bathroom as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like the clutter doesn't really look like kitchen clutter to me. It just looks like pretty diverse. And yeah, now we're just adding some decorations and flowers and things, and then it'll cut off soon. Yeah, it's cut off. And I also missed a bit of this bedroom, so as you could see, I just kind of undid what I put down and then redid so I could get the footage back. But yeah, I was just adding like a little bunk bed desk combo, and another bed. So I was thinking another set of, I mean not twins necessarily, but siblings that like each other and don't mind sharing a room kind of thing. So yeah, just clutter this one up. Like, it's fairly neutral. I don't even think I changed the wallpaper. We just put like a lot of crafts down from Seasons and various other bits and bobs. But yeah, I think the desk just has the standard desk clutter in the young adult child, not child. Yeah, I guess child. Yeah, they are a child. They're just an old child. Yeah, and then I'm just putting some presents down just to fill this bedroom up. Oh yeah, and then I started adding these decals because I thought they were really cute, and these are from Seasons. So yeah, just adding them, and then I think we get a few carpets and then toys by the castle, which I think like as soon like if you were to play this and go into the house, I think the kids would just put them in a toy box and they wouldn't be there anymore. So and then I think the castle would be like accessible. I really didn't know what to do in this big corridor area, so I ended up like cordoning a little bit of it off and just having like a bit of a seating area with a coffee table. Same for the upstairs, there's like a little seating area as well. Absolutely love this corner unit as well. Yeah, so I think I end up adding a circular rug. Yeah, and then I add a little console table with a mirror as well soon. Yeah, clutter that up, and that's basically all that's in this corridor. I do the lighting and the chandeliers like off camera. And yeah, I really liked using that bookcase. I think that's a base game unlockable one, possibly. But yeah, I enjoyed adding that. And yeah, soon I'm gonna just scale this down or up to 1.5, so 1.5 times the size. I just think that's perfect. And then I just add like a little coffee table and then some clutter on that coffee table, and then we're gonna go to the upstairs landing, and then we'll do the outside, and then it'll be done. So yeah, I put a corner unit here because there's like a nice space for one. Oh, I do the chandeliers on camera. I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, and then we've got the bedroom quarter corridor that leads on to the two bedrooms. So yeah, just like cluttering this up a little bit. I don't think I put too much in this, but there's like a lot of corridors. There's also like a little mudroom before you get out into the garden. So I decorated that as well. Just adding a mirror here that just adds really high onto the wall. I don't know why. It's just naturally quite high on the wall. And yeah, this is the little mudroom that leads out to the garden area as well. And I think I just put a console. Oh no, I don't. I put some ottomans on this side and then a painting. And I think that's nice. You can kind of like sit on there and take your shoes off and whatnot. I think this might be the console table on this side. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like a while since I did this. But yeah, I think I mentioned, but we've got another huge mansion coming up as well. So if you like these, please let me know. And if you'd like to see more content from me, please hit subscribe. And then also enable notifications, and then you'll see every time I upload. But yeah, right now I'm just adding that little seating area to the top. And I tend to do things like this on the channel, like nothing else, just like speed builds, build challenges, things like that on the channel. And now I'm just adding, I think I end up going with that painting, yeah, that's really nice. And making that a little bit bigger. That's what's great with like a really, what's the word? Busy wallpaper. You don't have to add like a load of pictures and clutter. That's why I like panelled wallpaper and yeah, just busy wallpaper. But yeah, at the moment I'm just decorating the patio with a bench and a picnic table, and then we put a barbecue in the corner soon. I don't think I do end up putting down that flower arranging table. I think I just, like, I can't find a space for it. But yeah, we've got, this uses, as I've mentioned a few times, it uses Cottage Living, Seasons and the base game. So I wanted to make the most of some of the outdoor activities that you can do with cottage living, so I thought I'd add these plots. There's no animals, but you could definitely add some animals. I decided to add like a big play area here, and I just fill this up with sand, because yeah, they've got a lot of kids, the parent or single parent or whatever your family dynamic is. They could be grandparents, but yeah, they've got a lot of kids in this household. That's what I was thinking. I mean, if you end up without kids in this household, then yeah, you can remove that and then maybe like add a llama or some chickens. There's certainly a lot of room. I just ended up adding bees, and then I just added this little pergola, and inside there is just like a small seating area. And yeah, I'm just gonna add some more foliage to kind of break up this big space at the back, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it when I initially started landscaping, so I just kind of landscaped around the home, but now I think, yeah, let's like break it up a little bit and just, yeah, landscape in the garden, and yeah, I think I end up removing that and just adding like a big bush instead. Also add that little toddler swimming pool, as you could see. I mean, I think every member like of the family, all ages of sim can use that swimming pool. That's what I like about it. And yeah, we're just making this gravel path go up to the sandbox, and then this is going to be aligned with bushes. And yeah, I thought that nice wedding arch from Cottage Living looked really good here as well. And yeah, you can get to the bees through the pergola, which is like a little bit weird, I guess. But yeah, it's alright. It's just The Sims. Yeah, and we're basically coming to the end of the speed build. I just add a barbecue, and then I'm going to add a tractor and a car at the front, as well as just fence the whole of the front garden in as well as the back garden. Yeah, and then yeah, we just add some, yeah, as I said, a tractor and then a car, I think. Yeah, just because like it's just mud path, so I thought, you know, if we want to make it blend into the natural surroundings, it'd probably be we'd probably want to fence this off with just like some mud leading out to the countryside. But yeah, this is the speed build. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more content from me, please hit subscribe. Catch you later.